Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a quick moment to go through how to be successful in math. Because I know whenever we start a new semester or a new school year, it can take a little bit for us to get back into the groove of things, for us to remember exactly, what our routine is and figure out how we're going to split our work up. And I really want to make sure that you guys are doing your work in the right order. Because since math builds on itself, I would hate for you to do something like a quiz first before you even learned it. Because then you're just getting stressed and you're getting confused for no reason. Because if you do stuff in the right order, then you're going to be prepared and you're going to be ready to do that. And it's going to make math more exciting. You'll be able to participate in class more, have a little bit more fun, and get to those challenge problems. But know that you're going to get support from your teacher and your classmates. So it's okay if it's a challenging problem because we're going to figure it out together. So in this video, we're first going to go through a weekly routine that I recommend for you. We'll talk about all the different assignments in math and what they are and how many attempts you receive. And then we'll go through how you can get help when you need it. And then at the very end of the video, I will quickly hop onto OMHS and show you how to find all of these things if you don't already know where they're at. So first off, let's go through our recommended routine. Every single Monday, all of your work, or I guess I should say most of your work, about 90% of it, opens up and starts on Monday. Remember, it's not all that you have to do it on Monday. It's that's the start of the week. So it becomes available to you, and you need to break that work up and work on it throughout the week and make sure that it's done by Friday. Well, that can be a little hard sometimes. So that's what this routine is for you, is I'm going to show you exactly for math how you can break that work up into each individual day and get it done at a good pace and in the right order. So on Monday, the two things that you need to focus on for math is one, attending a small group if it's on your schedule, and two, completing your Learn folder. Your Learn folder is where all of your asynchronous or your independent lessons are. In that Learn folder, there will be some YouTube videos, there will be some PDFs, some modules for you to go through to see some examples. There may even be links to things that you can reference in your textbook. That's all important for you to do on Monday because that's going to get you ready for live class with your teacher. By you going through all of that learn stuff first, then you're able to say, okay, from my independent work, I understand this, this, and this. But when I got to this section, I was a little fuzzy on it. I'm gonna need to see some more examples on that to really understand it. Or, whoa, I didn't get this at all. It made zero sense to me. I definitely need some practice and need to get some questions answered on that. By you doing all of that and you getting yourself ready, that means when you come to whole group on Tuesday and Wednesday, you're prepared. You're able to better participate in class on the mic, on the chat, in the Nearpod or the polling tool. You're able to work with us because you already know a little bit. And then when we get to the part that you're confused on, you can really focus in. You can take some good notes. We can go through those examples together. You can ask questions and we can deepen your understanding. We can make sure that you really fully know that math concept. So your task for Tuesday is to attend that live whole group class and then complete an exit ticket and an assignment. That exit ticket and assignment that will not open for you until Tuesday after class. The reason for that is I don't want you to be doing the quiz before you've had a chance to do your learn folder and then come to whole group and get any questions answered and get some extra practice, maybe even do some, more challenging problems. Because if you do that quiz first before you've had all of that time to, work with your teacher, you may not fully understand it. And then you may run out of attempts. You may waste your tries before you were really set up for success. So those things will open and become available on Tuesday. I encourage you to go ahead and do the exit ticket and the assignment right after class. Do them on Tuesday because it will match with what we learned that day, and you will get a chance to get started on it and make sure you really understand it. Then on Wednesday, you'll attend whole group, and then another exit ticket and an assignment will become available. And again, I encourage you to start working on those on Wednesday because it matches what you just learned. So you can see whether or not you really understand it. And if not, you have time to reach out and ask for help before they are due. Then Thursday, the only thing if you've done all of the above, the only thing you need to do is attend small group if there's one on your schedule. So Friday is built as a buffer day. Friday is built for you to make sure all your graded work is done. On this schedule, all of your math work could be done by Thursday. That's pretty great, right? That means Friday can be a little bit easier for you. You don't have to worry about math. You can either have a slightly more open Friday as a reward for getting all your work done, or it will allow you to focus on some other classes, or maybe you have a project or a unit test for a class that you can work on. Let's say, though, you need to finish up your math on Friday. That's okay. It's a buffer. It's what it's there for. By you being able to start and do some of your work Monday through Thursday, if you're like, whoa, Mrs. Ailstock, I had something come up at home, I had a doctor's appointment, or maybe I had this big project I was working on for science. That's okay. If you did as much as you could Monday through Thursday, Friday's that kind of catch all day, saying, all right, finish up, wrap up whatever you didn't get done earlier in the week. So that way you can get it done by Friday before it becomes overdue. All right, let's talk a little bit more about those weekly assignments that I referenced opening up to you. First off is the exit tickets. You will have 2 exit tickets a week, one after each whole group. They're very short. They're only 2 questions worth 1.5 points. One question will be over vocab. It's basically saying, what did we learn today? What was our topic? And then the second question will be a short problem that is similar to what we did in class that day. With the exit tickets, those are the one assignment that you are only going to get 2 attempts on. You won't have any more opened up on the exit tickets. Since they're worth 1.5 points, if you made a little mistake and you didn't do too well on one, it's not going to completely kill your grade. But with those exit tickets, they are important because it allows both you and your teacher to say, hey, did you get the basic concept from class today? Did it make sense to you? So when you're working on those exit tickets, after you've taken it a first time, if you didn't get 100%, if you're not happy with your score, before you take it for a second and final time, go back and look at the notes you took in class. Go back and look at the notes that your teacher has published for you and see if you can figure out where you went wrong. Maybe even go back and watch the recording again or watch some of the videos from the learn portion. Make sure you do that before you take it a second and final time so you can be happy with your score. All right, next up is quizzes. You will usually have 1 quiz a week. It'll be anywhere between 5 and 7 questions, and those start off at 2 attempts. On those, in order to earn another attempt, you would need to come to a small group or a help session because I don't want you to just keep taking it over and over again and just guessing and not really learning the material. I want us, if you've taken it twice and you have a D or an F, you're not happy with your grade, then we can say, all right, let's look through what you missed. Let's do some examples. Let's figure out what that missing piece is that you need in order to really understand this and do well. Then after we've worked together in a small group or a help session, another attempt can be granted because you're ready for it. You've had a chance to learn from your mistakes and get some help. Same goes with those unit tests. Those are set up at 1 attempt and same process. If you want to take it again, you'll need to come to a small group or a help session so we can work through things together and learn from those mistakes. Another assignment that you'll get on a weekly basis, typically you'll have 1 quiz and 1 IXL. is an IXL skill to work on. Remember with IXL that you have to be signed in order for your work to count. If you're not signed in, then I can't see what you've done. So please make sure that you're signed in. And when you're working, everything auto saves. So if you need to take a break and come back to it later, that's fine. It'll pick up where you left off. But your goal is to get a SMART score of an 80 in the grade book. That equals an A. That's 100%. If you go above and beyond and enter the challenge zone, that's fine. You can get an extra credit point. But an 80 is 100%. You don't have to go past that. All right, what to do when you need help. First thing, if you're struggling on assignment, make sure that you've completed all of your lessons. Make sure the Learn folder is done. Did you go to both of your classes this week? Do you need to go back and rewatch those recordings? Because if you've not done all of that, it's like you're skipping to the end of the book. You're going to get confused. It's like you're trying to jump past 5 levels in a video game. It's not going to work. You have not gotten all the required skills to be able to do well. So make sure those things are done because that might help you understand it better and then be able to do those graded assignments that you need help on. If you've done all of that and you're still stuck and it's an IXL assignment, watch a help video. For all of our IXL assignments, there is a help video for you. It's either myself or another teacher that gets on IXL and works through some problems with you. It can often be really helpful for you to see somebody doing the exact assignment, doing some examples to make sure you understand the directions and know what to do. If you're like, I need some help live, that's not quite working for me, or maybe it's a quiz or something that there's not a help video for, come to your weekly help session. All right, make sure you know when that is. That's why I encourage you to start working on your assignments on Tuesday and Wednesday so you have time to know whether you understand it or not, and you can come to that help session that week. If the help session has already passed, there will be one next week. It's not like all is lost, okay? I know sometimes you work on things after the help session, so if you need to finish the assignment or use your second attempt on a quiz to improve it that next week, that's fine. Make sure you go to that help session. Last but not least, email your teacher, okay? We want to help you, but unfortunately, we can't see you while you're working on your assignments. We can't see by your face that you're confused. We can't read your mind to know that you're like, I don't know what's going on here. You have to reach out to us. You have to email us. Come to those help sessions. We want to work with you. But if you don't let us know, then we don't know. Okay. So email your teacher. Maybe we can respond with a quick little, sentence or two to tell you what to do to fix your problem. Or we can say, hey, we're going to be learning this in class or working on this on Monday. I'll be able to help you then. Or maybe we have a video or something that we can send you. Always reach out, always ask. We will be there. All right, so at this point in the video, if you know where to find all of these things on OMHS, you know where to find those help videos, you know where to find your Learn folder, the class notes, all of that stuff, you can stop watching this video, all right? I thank you for hanging in there with me. I hope that it helps you figure out a good routine for yourself so you can do math each week and feel successful and feel like you really are not only understanding it, but maybe even having a little bit of fun and getting challenged. But if you're not sure where to find all of that stuff, hang in with me for a few more minutes and I will hop onto OMHS and show you exactly where all of that is. All right, here we are on OMHS in a math course. The first thing you should do when you get into your math course on Monday of the week is scroll down and look at your class announcements. This will be like your weekly newsletter. It's kind of another little format instead of, you having to look just at that, my schedule tab and seeing all of your work intertwined. This is saying this is just what you need to do for math. Here's your classes for the week. Here's when your help session is. So make sure to make note of it. And then your weekly lesson, your exit tickets, and those graded assignments that are due on Friday. It will have that nice little breakdown for you. Anything that's blue is a direct link. So you can even just click right on there and it'll take you straight to the weekly lesson. Please note that if you're trying to access something that's not open yet, so say it's a Monday and you're trying to do Tuesday's exit ticket, it's going to say it's unavailable. But come Tuesday after class, when you click on it, it will work for you and you'll be able to get on and complete that assignment. All right, even though all of these direct links are great, the place that it's taking you to where you can see all of your work, anything from the past as well, is if you scroll on up to the top and click right here on content. Content is going to be where all of your independent, all of your graded assignments, all of that lives. When you open up the content folder, it's always going to pick up wherever you last left off. So that newsletter told you that this week we're working on 101. That means unit 1. So if you need to, open up unit 1. And then 101 means it's the first week. So if you open up the 101 folder, all of this is what we're going to be working on this week. We have our Learn folder. This Learn folder, and it sometimes even gives you a reminder, is what you need to do to be ready for class. It'll make it easier for you to participate and be able to be prepped and ready to ask questions and do some more challenging and difficult problems. But you'll be doing them with your teacher, so they'll be there to help you. Sometimes the Learn folder is broken down into 2 separate folders. That is awesome because let's say on Monday, you don't have time to do everything in the Learn folder. Get at least the first half done. If you can get halfway done, that's going to be what we work on Tuesday. Then Tuesday, you can get the other half done and you'll be ready for Wednesday. So if possible, just do it all on Monday. If not, get half done on Monday, half done on Tuesday, and then you're still being able to prep and get yourself ready for those whole group classes. Next up is the practice folder. This practice folder is just that. It is practice. It is not anything that is going to hurt your grade. There may be some problems on there that are a bit more challenging, that are a bit of an extension. There could be some basic ones on there. It'll be a mix, but it'll allow you to kind of see, hey, I'm understanding this. I get this before you do the work that's graded. And it allows you another way to say whether or not you understand it and you need to ask questions in class or go to a help session. Then the last folder is your graded assignments. Currently, everything is blue because it's later in the week, so everything's been opened. But if you were looking at this on a Monday, you'll probably see that instead of them being blue links that you can click on, it'll be in black font because it's not open yet. But the cool thing is in this graded assignment view, you can see when it will start and when it's due. So this opens up on the 16th and is due on the 18th. So you have all that right there for you. When you open up an exit ticket, we've even put a little reminder in there for you because this is the one that you don't get any extra attempts on, saying, hey, make sure that you complete this after class. You only got 2 attempts. If you need to, refer to the notes before you use that second and final attempt. And it's a direct link to the notes that we had in class that you can use. All right, let's check out that IXL assignment and look and see how you can find those help videos. For IXL assignments, when you open it up in OMHS, it will give you a direct link to IXL. If you're already signed in to IXL, then you can use this link. It'll take you straight to the assignment instead of just the IXL main page. But for most students, that link doesn't always work because it doesn't keep you signed in. So most students will just click on this to go to IXL and then use the search bar to type in the code to find the assignment that way. And then right here is the help video that you can watch. You can either watch it before you do the assignment, or if you do a couple of questions and realize you need help, pause and watch this. This video is directly in here. It'll take you straight to YouTube, let you watch it. If YouTube is something that doesn't work for you, this video link here has the ads removed so you can still watch it and receive that help. Then the bottom image right here gives you some pictures to remind you how to log into IXL, and then a reminder on the rubric, so how it is graded. All right, let's check out the class notes. Even though there's a direct link in the exit ticket to the class notes, maybe you want the notes before you even do the exit ticket because you were so busy participating in class, writing on the whiteboard screen in Nearpod, writing in the chat that you didn't get a chance to put everything down in your notes. That's okay. After class, they're always uploaded here to the Unit 1 note folder, or if we're in Unit 2, the Unit 2 note folder, and they'll just go in order. 101A is from Tuesday, 101B is from Wednesday, and then the next week would be 102A, 102B. And you'll see that they always open up and become available right after class. All right, the last thing I want to show you real quick is the course materials and orientation folder. This is a great resource. It has links to your textbook, our plagiarism policy, and then several great how-to videos like this one right here. This one really goes in a deeper dive into OMHS. It talks about the grades tab, and it gives you some more suggestions on how to organize your week. This is a short little video to show you how to access your class recordings. This is how to use that IXL search bar and to find your IXL assignments, and then on how to post any discussions that are available in class. So I hope that this video has been a help to you and that you feel a little bit less stressed. You feel more prepared to set yourself up next week to have a good week in math. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out. We are here for you and we want to help you be successful. Thank you. Bye.